Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is one of the most well-known plays of all time. While many of us are familiar with the original, this week Opera Maine will present another version of the show with a French twist. The love story turned tragedy is sung entirely in opera and focuses on the major scenes and characters. We sat down with the actors portraying Romeo and Juliet to learn more about the show and why they feel this story still resonates after all this time.
But I can remember the first time I saw the spoken word play, and I knew the basic tragedy, but I didn't know any of the other plot elements. And I can remember seeing the end of the first half, the end of Act 3 for the first time, and just being absolutely shocked and stunned. And I hope there are people in our audience that are seeing it for the first time, because it's really quite an experience.
And for those who have seen the traditional version of Romeo and Juliet, they obviously know the storyline, they know how everything goes, but this version that you are putting on for everybody is quite different than what people are used to seeing. I think the most obvious is that it is sung in opera. What else makes this show stand out and different than what people are used to seeing?
I think the music, it's absolutely stunning. I think it reinforces the drama so beautifully and so perfectly. I think it was a big risk for the composer Gounod to take Shakespeare, which many appreciate as absolutely perfect storytelling, and try to enhance it with music.
And it's all sung in French.
It is.
How has that been, memorizing the lyrics and getting the songs down in a different language?
It's a big challenge because also speak French, and not just speaking but singing in French is quite different than speaking and all that kind of things. But yeah, the process to me personal works very well when I know every single meaning of the words. To memorize in the meaning in my language, in Spanish, for example. The ways that make it really, really easy just to digest and be able to share the meaning with the public, with the audience. Even though they don't speak French, they can feel, they can understand if we understand too.
Also have super titles in English, so if you're not a native French speaker, then of course you can follow along the story with ease, but all the information is in the music. And I think that really one of the challenges of singing in French is just that the language is so nuanced. It's a gorgeous language to sing in, but one of the challenges I think as vocalists is to be really, really true to the language and accomplish all that beautiful nuance and all of those very specific vowel sounds. And you know, it's challenging, really, but rewarding at the same time.
How do you want people to feel after they come out and see your performance?
The magic part of the opera, it's that everyone in the audience can feel this connection between the story and person, as a person. Even though they are young, older, I'm sure that they will be feeling.
Because you were saying the show even helped you kind of reconnect with
with
younger versions of yourself.
Yeah, I had to remember how I feel like I fell in love for the first time, the first kiss, the first meeting, and this kind of magnetic attraction that Juliette have with Roméo. So just remembering that feelings, it just makes me feel really, really good, and good to be able to bring it to the audience and also to the character.
I truly think if you come see this show, you will experience the entire spectrum of human emotions. You will feel shocked, you will laugh, you will cry.
And you might even want to take up sword fighting after.
That's right.
Yeah.
We've been walking around with our weapons all through Portland, Maine, so it's just an extension of the arms.
What makes it so spectacular?
It's definitely a heart-pounding moment of the show. The stakes could not be higher dramatically, and I think that our sword fighting itself is very exciting. I think the choreography is believable, and it's quite dangerous, actually, and it's really intense and very fun.
Opera Maine's production of Romeo and Juliet will have 2 performances for you to check out, one on Thursday, July 23rd, and another on Sunday, July 26th at Merrill Auditorium in Portland. For tickets and showtimes, just visit our website or app.